Hello and welcome to Country Life Simple. I haven't done a video for a little while because work has just been absolutely crazy and I actually haven't been home for over 2 weeks. So sorry about that, but you know, life just sometimes happens when you live it. Today I want to show you a couple of accessories I bought with the Ankarsrum in the end of financial year sale. Here in Australia at Blackwood Lane. I bought I think it was called the green package. I will link it in the description box down below. But basically I did have my Ankarsrum and I wanted to get a couple of attachments to make my life easier. One of them was a mixer kind of thing, which I used this morning to make pancakes. Worked great. And another one is this citrus press. I do have a big citrus press outside, which I normally use for my grapefruits and things like that. But it's always handy to have one in here as well. So in the moment, I have lots of lemons. And I'm going to make some lemonade. And I'm going to prepare a lemon dessert. Haven't quite decided yet what, but probably like a lemon slice for dessert tonight. But first, I'll slice some lemons and try out this little citrus press to see how it goes. I quite like it. It is quite big. The one on the Kenwood was very small, and my lemons are not too small lemons. Unfortunately, they do look a bit yucky. They didn't have enough sulfur, so they are a bit not so nice on the outside, but the inside is good. But these are my average size lemons. There's bigger ones too. So I'm going to cut them and I'm going to juice them. And then we see how this works. All right, so let's give this a go. All right. Easy. Again, when I had the Kenwood, the citrus press was pretty much high up. I couldn't even get the citrus partially underneath the top cabinets here, so this is way easier. However, with the really large lemons, it is actually a bit difficult, so definitely no good for my grapefruit because they are huge. Like one grapefruit is over a kilo. But just to make some lemon juice now, it'll be fine. I only got about, I don't know, 20 to go or something. And then I'll show you what I do with the lemon juice. All right, so I've got about 1.5 liters of lemon juice out of about 22 lemons. And now I'm gonna make a lemon tart. So I just mixed some butter, sugar, and flour. And I'm gonna put it in this dish and bake the base. And then I'm gonna mix up the remaining ingredients, which is mainly the lemon juice, some more flour, eggs, a bit of sugar, I think, and some vanilla. And then I'll bake that in the oven. And that's going to be our dessert for Sunday dinner tonight. I'm going to make mash, bangers and mash, typical Australian dish, sausages, mashed potato, peas and gravy. And then we've got a lemon tart for dessert. I always try to bake a dessert on the weekends. Hubby eats dessert every night. I really can't. I like, but I really can't. He can't either, but well, that's a different story. So I'm just going to line the base here. I've lined it with baking paper because it does stick a little bit. And now I'm going to bake the base in the oven for a bit. So after 15 minutes, the base is kind of cooked, baked, and I'm gonna pour over my egg, lemon juice, sugar and flour mixture. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box down below, of course, so you can give it a go as well. It's important that the base is baked because this is, as you can see, pretty liquid. All right, and I'm gonna put this back in the oven now for another 20 minutes until it's set. One thing I'd like to mention as well is when I cut all my lemons, I use this cutting board. This cutting board is bamboo, and I only normally use this for cutting raw meat. It's the only cutting board I use to cut raw meat because it's a nice size, small enough to put it in the sink and clean it. When obviously you do cut raw meat, you need to disinfect it quite well. So I actually use lemon, and obviously I had a lot now, and rub the sort of the lemon, the leftover lemon over this, and then add some salt to sort of also get into the grooves. And then I clean it under hot water. Best way to clean a cutting board, believe me. I always keep some used lemons in the freezer, and if I have, cut some raw meat, I just take it out, rub it over the cutting board, disinfect it, and it's good as new. All right, my lemon tart is finished, looking good. I'm gonna take this and put it on a plate. It has cooled down. Ooh, still soft. Has cooled down, so it's easy enough to put on a plate when it's still warm. It can break easily. So that's our dinner, our dessert. And then I also made, I made 1, 2, 3 bottles of lemonade for myself and 2 big bottles for my mum. You might want to know why they're so dark. I use raw sugar, which is darker in color. If I would use white sugar, it wouldn't be quite as dark. So I've done that. And I also prepared dinner too, so I don't really have to do anything tonight, which is good. And I just want to show you, this is the blender. I was talking about this before. I used this morning to make pancakes. Nice and easy, put the milk in, flour, eggs, bit of sugar, bit of salt. And then on the Ankarsrum, you basically, you turn it on its side like this. You take, I've got wet hands from the lemonade. Take this off, put this on, and you're good to go. So very easy to use. See? And that is my blender. So it's yeah. I even I could have, I didn't, but I could have even made mashed potato for tonight for the bangers and mash. I could have probably put them in here too. But yeah, love this one. Love the lemon press. That's really good. And I've got one more attachment which was in that package, and I will show that to you when I'm actually going to use it, which is like a vegetable slicer and grater kind of thing. So I'll show that to you in another time. Yeah, today I made the lemonade, lemon slice. I already made dinner. Good to go. I am going to take a book and make myself a cup of tea and sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. It's still winter here, so it's a bit cool. It was a bit overcast though, so it's yeah, it's not that cold. 23 degrees for here, that's pretty cold. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy some sunshine outside with a book and a cup of tea. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you again next time. Bye.